Hello, this is Tom Christiano from the Chelmsford News. And right now, I'm in the center of Chelmsford at the Beadles Bead Shop, right?
That's correct.
What's the official name?
Beadles Bead Shop. Yep.
Oh my God, I got it right first time. With the owner, Diana Seremet. How are you, Diana?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Great, thanks. We're at the end of the pandemic period when we're taping right now, at the end of May. And this weekend, Governor Baker's restrictions are going to come off for shops and restaurants, etc.
Yep.
So people don't have to wear masks if they've been vaccinated,
Yep.
as we have. We've been fully vaccinated, so we don't have to wear masks. So I'm very thankful that we've reached this period.
I
right,
know,
Diane?
same. Yeah,
Isn't
absolutely.
it great?
It is.
Oh my God.
It is.
And so you're the owner of the shop. We did a video about a year ago, right? When
Yes.
I think the pandemic was on at the time.
Yep.
I was asking you about it. We did a tour of your beautiful shop
Yep.
here. What's the number of the address? So it's right next to the Chelmsford gift
Yep.
shop and the framing shop in the center, so
Yep.
people can't miss
Yeah,
it.
it's 18 Central Square, just
18,
in case. Yep.
18, beautiful.
Yeah.
So how long have you owned it now? Diana? A few years?
Yeah, it's been almost 15 years.
No,
Yeah.
15 years already?
Yep,
Oh my God.
I know. This December it'll be 15 years. I know. I can't believe it either.
I can't believe 15 years. I'm checking the red light.
Yeah.
15 years have gone by already.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
That's fantastic. So you're doing well.
Yeah.
And how'd you do during the pandemic?
Well, the thing that kept us going was our amazing customers. Like, they were just hell-bent on saving us, and it's so good that they did, because, like, you know, we survived because of them, and we worked our butts off. You know, at the beginning of the pandemic, I had to lay off my employees, so my husband and I were busting our butts, like doing Facebook Lives and everything. So luckily we still do them because our customers like them still. So we're still doing those.
Wow.
Yeah. So
you can handle it okay. That's online or
Yep.
something, right?
Yep. It's a lot. It's a lot of work. But
do you want to mention how people can get in touch?
Yeah.
Do you have a website?
Yep. So our website is beadlesbeadboutique.com.
BeadlesBeadBoutique.com.
Yeah, it's a tongue twister.
Yeah.
And but if you go to our Facebook page, which is the Beadles Bead Shop Facebook page, you can watch my Facebook Lives. We do one once a week, and you can watch. We sell stuff. I educate people on different gemstones. So it's a lot of fun.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you've been doing that during the past year, during
Yes.
the pandemic. You're going to continue doing
Yep.
the online once a week thing?
Yep.
So the name of your Facebook page, is that the same? Beadles Bead Boutique?
No, it's actually Beadles Bead Shop.
Beadles Bead
Yeah,
Shop.
yeah.
That's easier to
Yeah.
in a way. You don't have to spell boutique.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I'm like, wait, what?
So now the laid off workers from last year, did you have to rehire recently or
Yep,
something?
we hired them back, and
good.
I don't know what I'd do without them. I miss them terribly.
Oh,
So
nice.
yep, so they're back, and you know, now we can have people back and everything, and back in the shop, which is awesome. So they've been a huge help, especially I've had some recent health issues, so they've been able to be here, and so that's been really great.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So could we quickly summarize or take as much time
Yeah.
as you like, everything that you have in the shop here, just to let people at home know who maybe haven't visited Beadles
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
while?
So we have, during the pandemic, the shop grew a huge amount with healing crystals and stuff. So I'd probably say a good third of the store are all healing crystals. Amethyst, selenite, crazy crystals, you know, malachite, anything that you could like imagine or want, like we have in the store. So that was a huge thing during the pandemic, was people that wanted like an alternative, like, you know, to, you know, being sad and everything. So people are like, oh, let's get some healing crystals. So
That's fantastic.
yes,
so
it's
about 1/3 of
Yep.
your business.
healing
Awesome.
crystals, yeah. And then we have the beads that in the gemstones. So
Now, you have separate beads if people
Yep.
want to make a necklace themselves, right? And then it looks like you have, oh, those are
Yep,
the
so
beads
those-
that you sell by
Yep.
like a string
the
of them.
strand, yep.
Is this one?
Yep, this is
just an example.
Yep, this is an example. Like these, you would just buy by the strand because it would be cheaper that way if you needed like a lot of them.
These are small beads.
Yeah, oh, they get
People don't
smaller.
actually.
Oh yeah, no.
They
that's,
do. They string a bead like this.
Oh yeah.
This is very small.
No,
you
there's
probably
even
can't
smaller.
see it. They're smaller
Oh
than
yeah,
this.
that's not even that small. So
oh
yeah.
my God, well, they have to have good eyesight
Yeah.
or whatever. So, and then you have beautiful colors. And
Yep.
look at all, and I like the way you've arranged them
Yeah.
in like a rainbow
Yep,
pattern.
we do a rainbow pattern. I love doing rainbow stuff.
And oh, you have like silver
Yep.
sparkly ones here
Yeah. Oh yeah.
down below.
Oh yeah. And then we have all of our. So if you like the healing crystals, but you want to like wear it, a lot of the healing crystals that we have, we also have them in bead form. So say you want to wear like I have kind of on my my I have moonstone, jade, agate, charite. So you can make your own.
Oh, nice. That's
yeah.
like healing.
It's the
crystals,
healing
huh?
bracelets. Yeah.
Nice. And what is this one? Just
No, this is just a scrunchie. I forgot to take off my hands.
Oh, I see. Nice. Well, speaking of beads, Diana is going to be coming back to our Chelmsford Farm Fair,
Yep.
hosted by the Chelmsford Historical Society.
Yep.
And it's going to be at the Barrettbeim Homestead on September 18th of 2021.
Yep.
Diana will be back, and she'll be making bracelets and necklaces
Yep. Yep.
with the young people,
Yep.
right? Which will be great.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And the rain date, if God forbid, if it rains on that day, it's the next day on September 19th. So if you could reserve that weekend, it's the afternoon from noon to 4 p.m. We're going to have horse rides and all kinds of things, live music,
Oh, yeah.
and we'll have goats there and chickens and live, as I mentioned, pony rides.
Yep.
It's going to be great.
Yep.
So Diana's kind enough to go and set up a table there with a lot of her beads,
Yep.
and
I'll
maybe
probably
she'll
even
have
have
an
some
assistant
crystals.
too.
Yeah,
Oh, and some
yeah.
crystals.
I'll
And-
even have some crystals
and what
there.
are these things? This is like a round
Yep.
stone.
So that's so this is selenite, and
Selenite.
yeah, so it has a beautiful white glow to it. It kind of represents the moon, and so this is a good dreaming stone and stuff. So it keeps away bad energy.
By dreaming, do you mean they
Like, it
might
helps you
look at this
sleep.
before they sleep?
Yeah, or
something?
keep it by your bed. It
Oh,
helps you
nice.
get a good night's rest.
Nice. So that's
Yeah.
it. And maybe, oh, look at these beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what would you call this?
This
Diana?
this is an amethyst cluster.
Amethyst
so yep,
cluster.
so it stands on its own, and this has beautiful the amethyst points and everything with the clear quartz. So again, this is a great stone for any type of depression, anxiety, addiction, sleeping disorders. So this is another great one to put together.
And they put that near their bed
You can
or
put that in your
anywhere?
bed or anywhere.
On the
yeah.
dining room table?
Anywhere. Yeah.
And just to let you know, it is $38.
Yep, that's a good deal for
Yeah.
a big chunk of amethyst.
Look at that
like
beautiful stone there.
Yeah.
And it's amethyst.
Amethyst. Yep, you
Amethyst.
got it. Which
Oh,
is
and
my
then you have
birthstone.
these beautiful smooth stones.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Look at this.
That's another amethyst. That's called chevron amethyst.
And how did it get so smooth like that?
They
It wasn't by
polish
the
it.
ocean.
No,
Oh, they
no,
polish
no.
it, right?
So they cut it and then they put them into these big polishers, like
Oh.
tumblers, and you get it like this nice smooth.
Beautiful.
And these are nice to hold, and keep with you. So to keep in your pocket or just hold when meditating or something like that. So that's a really nice one.
And look at how beautiful they are. It's very smooth,
Yep.
so you can
Yep,
hold
so
it
you can rub it.
while you're meditating. And just to let you know, this is the $15
Yep.
for a beautiful stone amethyst
Yep,
like
amethyst.
this.
Yep. And all of my crystals are responsibly sourced, so I know the people that get them. So I go directly through them, so I know that they haven't been using slave labor or child labor. These are all they weren't stolen. People weren't killed for them. These are all responsibly sourced.
Beautiful.
Yep.
That's good.
Yeah.
And what are these big white things?
So
This is
that's
crystals too?
Yep. So that's another piece of selenite. And actually, what's fun about that one is you can, if you flip it over, you can put a lamp in it and make
Oh.
it into a lamp, so it lights up. So and it gives.
Oh,
off-
you mean put the
Yeah,
candle inside?
Yeah.
it,
No,
like-
you can actually see how there's a cord on that one. You
Oh,
can actually
I'm
put
sorry.
a-
You could put some
yeah,
sort of
a
electric
bulb,
lamp
yep,
in there.
and it glows
'Cause
beautifully.
There's a hole in the bottom of it to
Yeah.
hold it. Oh, and it glows beautifully.
Yeah.
So this is $55
Yeah,
for this.
yeah.
Because this is natural stone,
Oh yeah.
right?
Oh yeah. That's selenite again.
Selenite.
And then
selenite.
and they glow beautifully. So,
Oh, I could
oh,
imagine.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So $55 for those. And again, we're at the Beadles shop in the center. Beadles, not like the musical group
Right.
Beatles.
Exactly.
Even though pronunciation is
yeah,
about the same,
pretty
right?
much the same.
Beadles. So, well, anyway, I guess we looked at a lot of these. Then you have some pointed ones. Or
Yeah.
What
So
are
these are nice. People can do if you take this. Well, this is awesome. This type is really cool because you can wire wrap it and wear it as like a necklace.
Oh, I
So
see, yeah.
because it's like kind of jagged, but
Yeah.
also people can make little healing gardens. So they'll take like little bowls, like we have little bowls that you can just like put all the different crystals in, and these ones make a really nice one to kind of just like plop
Yeah,
in. Yeah.
And how much are these?
I want to say those are $3.
Oh, about $3
Yeah.
each. You could see
Are those 3? Oh, they're 5. Sorry.
$5.
I was corrected by the
Oh.
manager. Sorry, Jesse.
Oh, you have your manager over
Yeah,
there. Oh,
sure,
nice.
yeah.
Wait, what's her name, Jessie?
Jesse. Yeah.
And you have another worker here.
Yep.
too. What's
and
her
that's
name?
Stephanie. She's
Hi,
my sister.
Stephanie.
Yeah.
Oh, your sister.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Stephanie
And Jess.
Jess.
Yep. So.
Jeff is the manager.
Yeah.
Hi, Jess. Oh, I met Jess before. And this is another one of
Yeah,
those.
so this is actually a concaved amethyst. So these are called pine amethyst because of the way that they grow like this. Usually they grow like this, like concaved, and this grows convex. So these are a little rarer to find, so that's why it has that cool like look on it. And these ones, so this is 55, and it's a little more expensive, but it's due to the rarity of the way that it's formed and the color. It has like that deep purple color.
Yes, let me
Yeah.
show a close-up of that.
Yeah. So it's so sparkly.
Yeah, if you could see that. Sorry you had to look at a close-up of me with that. But that is good. So, and then you have some kind of orange stones here.
Oh yes, this is considered pink selenite, even though it's more of an orange. And only about 10% of the world's selenite is this pink color. So this is like a fun color. It has the same nice properties as selenite. It just different color.
Nice. And how much are oh, this $12?
Yep, $12. Nice.
And this
big
is
heart.
shaped as a heart.
Yep. So you
So,
can like fold it again.
like if you have a lady friend or a guy friend that you might want to show how much you love that
Yeah,
person.
exactly.
You
give
might
them a
want to
heart.
present them with this beautiful heart.
There you go.
someday.
See? Yeah.
Great. Well, what else should we talk about, Diana, before we go? So things went pretty well during the pandemic.
Yep.
But now we're coming out of the pandemic. So are your hours going to change beginning next week or the week?
So our hours are the same. So we're open Monday through Friday, 10 to 7, Saturday, 10 to 6, and Sunday, 11 to 5.
Wow.
And the only thing that's going to be different is coming on Saturday is that if you're fully vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. And people can come in and make stuff again. Just people have to be patient with us because we're still trying to like get back to normal. So I don't want everybody like rushing in and being like, I want to make all this stuff because we need to like take some time to get everything back and going. So we just ask that people are patient with us. And but yeah, so if you come in on Saturday, you're fully vaccinated, all that good stuff. You can come in. You don't have to wear a mask, and all that. So yeah,
That would be fantastic,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Well, Diane, it's so great to talk with you
Thank
today.
you.
Maybe if we have a minute, we'll take a quick shot of your whole
Yeah,
shot.
absolutely.
I'll ask you just to say what's here.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
we'll just take a quick scan of everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
But this is Diana Seremet, the owner of the Beadles Bead Shop in Chelmsford Center.
Yep.
And right now we're at the end of what we hope is the end of the pandemic
Yes,
period.
hopefully.
So that next week in June, we'll be able to start coming in if they've been vaccinated without wearing masks. So it's going to be
Exactly.
fantastic next week.
Yep.
And Diane and I have been fully vaccinated. That's why we don't have masks on right now for
Yep.
the interview.
Yep.
But thank you very much for watching Chelmsford News. Diana, thank you very
Thank
much
you very much.
for being on the show again.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh,
This
my
was fun.
pleasure. So I'm here at the Beadles Bead Shop in Chelmsford Center with the owner, Diana Seremet. And Diana's just going to give us a quick point out what she has here in the shop. Okay, Diana, you ready? You want to start with this table?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is like, we have a big tower of crystals right here. We have some cool stuff. We have malachite, we have rose quartz, we have citrine. God, we have like everything. We have angelite, moonstone, apatite, labradorite. Them over here, we're putting some more crystals in. That's why this wall is kind of blank.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So we're putting shelves up. So we have a whole bunch of clear quartz right here, and then we have selenite, aragonite. Then we have like some skulls and animals, fluorite, and then these are all more of our delicate, rarer specimens such as cabinsite and rock hopper. So these are more fragile. That's why they're behind glass. So we have sodalite and rhodonite, howlite. So we have like every stone you could want. And then over here, we have some of our beautiful pre-made jewelry. We make everything here. So these are all made up of some of our awesome healing crystals. So all of these are crystals that are wearable. So we have healing bracelets. This is our summary table. So this is all like our summer beads, our summer charms, like that kind of look like sea glass and like all that good stuff. Hey, Steph and Jess, I like these little necklaces you guys made on the satin cord. These are cute.
Yeah. Yes, yeah.
So
I think our battery's running very low.
Okay, yeah.
And then we'll just quickly
and
talk
then
about
is
this
just-
wall.
Yep, this is all like our gemstone bead wall. I'm in the middle of adding some more, and then we have gemstone beads that are loose, vintage lucite glass,
Wow.
and then all of our pewter stuff down there. So,
Wow.
and then there's more crystals on this side as well.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
Diana, because I see that our battery is just about
Yeah.
depleted.
Yeah.
So I don't want it to end suddenly.
Yeah.
So Diana, thank you very much.
Thank you very
For
much.
this tour of your place, and I hope you continue to do very well. It's been 15 years now that you've been open.
Yep.
Hopefully you'll be open for 150
Yes,
more years.
I hope so,
Not
too.
just 15, but
Yeah,
150.
me too.
Well, thank you very much,
Thank
Diana.
you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm here in Lowell with Marc Macedo, who's the, you might call him the Chelmsford Picker. He does a lot of online auctions, and he sells things on Facebook Marketplace and other places.
Yep.
So we're here at a storage unit in Lowell, and Marc is going to show us what currently is in the storage unit. But
So
maybe
one of
go-
the rules with my hobby, my wife has said, as long as it doesn't end up in the house, I'm fine with it. So I've run out of room at my house. My shed's run out of room. So I have rented a storage unit here by 10 by 20. But again, I really use this a lot of times because I don't meet people at my house. Again, it's Facebook, you don't know the person. I never meet anyone. I typically will meet people at Moonstones. It's 5 minutes away, or, Club Kid on Turnpike Road. I meet people close by, or if it's big enough, I meet them at the storage unit. So it's an easier way, and I've always, kind of done that. I have electricity here. I have 24/7 access. I have a key. So it doesn't matter when, I can meet them here. And
Beautiful.
and again, I think that's a general rule everyone should do.
Yeah.
When you're selling something on Facebook, always meet in a public place.
Yes.
I used to meet at the library when I lived at my other house, because that was a common area. And again, it's out in the open. That's
Yes.
the best place to do something versus somebody comes to your house, you never know.
Yes.
You never know what could happen. So I would always suggest, if you go to start buying stuff, meet in a public place. It's not not anything against anyone, and people do it all the time. And I've had some people say, hey, I don't want to go in your storage unit. Can you meet at the Walmart down the street? I say, fine.
Okay,
That's fine. If you're not comfortable, or if they don't want to come in here,
Yes.
hey, can you bring it outside? I say, sure.
Yeah. Nice. So here's the storage unit. It's 10 by 20 or something?
It's a 10 by 20, pretty full to capacity. Have a lot of dolls, because we basically bought a doll collection. We were talking about the online auction. A lot of stuff. It's I used to do online auctions. I don't do them as much. I buy a lot of stuff through Facebook. And even through Facebook, I'll buy one item and it will lead to many more.
I see, yes.
If you look at this right here, right? This was an oak cabinet.
Yeah.
Beautiful oak cabinet. They had it listed for $10. I replied, say I'm interested. I didn't hear anything all day. I figured out somebody else got it. The woman replied back saying, hey, you were the first one. If you want it. I said, yep, definitely. They lived in Groton. She said, okay, I'll give you my husband's contact info because we're selling the house. Oh, you're selling the house? What else do you have available for sale?
Yeah.
And that's led to, so many other things. The house was built in 1880. I got this desk from them.
Which is a nice solid desk,
Nice
too, like
solid
from like
desk.
1900 or something.
This,
And here's
this was
another.
a desk that was, you got the Star of David, so it must have been in a
Jewish school
a
or
Jewish
something?
school or something. But it's a double desk with the inkwell.
Yes,
sewing
yeah,
machine.
double desk.
This is a 1901 Singer sewing machine based on the serial date of the
Oh,
sewing
wow,
machine.
yeah. 1901, huh?
1901. You can again,
Wow.
if you go to Singer sewing machine serial lookup again,
Yeah.
talking about that research, right? You Google that, and based on the serial number, this is an L series. This
Yeah.
is the second year Singer was making sewing machines.
Really?
They started in
Second
1900.
year. Are they
So-
collectible items now,
They
too,
are
from some
collectible.
people?
The cabinet itself. I've had people. I had a person from Texas. I said I would sell the sewing machine for like $100 and $150 to ship it. And they thought they wanted the whole cabinet for $250 plus $150 to ship it. I'm like, I can't ship this for $400 to Texas. It weighs so much. And they're like, oh, sorry, I didn't realize. You know, when you said shipping, we thought it was the whole thing. I said, no, the sewing machine I could ship.
Oh, I see.
know, but
So
the
it would cost you about $400 to ship
Well, I didn't even know
because it's so heavy?
But if you look at it, you know, it's still, you know, all the detail on
Yeah.
these drawers, you know, this is the original, you know, cabinet. And again, this is kind of what I like. Some people
Yeah.
will just buy the bases and make them into a table. You know?
Yeah,
and
because
I-
it says Singer down there.
Yeah, it says
with like
Singer on there
cast
for the-
iron or
Yep,
something.
for the push pedal.
With the push pedal, yeah.
Yep.
Remember those? We had one in my
Yeah, and
house
the push
too.
pedal got replaced by
What-
a motor, and you know,
Could I ask where'd you get this item?
this was in Groton, that same home.
Oh, at the
for
same
that
home.
$10 home, I probably filled my my van. I have a E250 cargo van twice, and they still have more stuff. They're open house. They finally got their house on the market. It's going to go on next week. But the home was built in 1820. They've been giving me different things, and they had lovely furniture. They're like, well, some of these we want to keep, and they're going to be for the showing, and then after we'll sell them. But some of these were family harems. They're going to stay in the family. But they have wide pine boards that were in the attic that they pulled up. You know, they just, hey, if you're interested in these, you know, I have a beautiful painting that I bought from this, you know, person.
Wow.
This also came from him. He's a stone worker.
Oh.
And this is a, you know, push pedal grinding wheel.
Oh my, yeah.
You know?
Didn't you have that on Marketplace
I have it on-
recently?
you know, I haven't listed, but again, I picked this up.
Yeah.
You know, I picked this up from the owner.
Oh, you all right?
Yeah,
What?
I'm like leaning the wrong
Yeah.
way.
And what do people do with this stone wheel again?
So this is for sharpening. You would wet it, and then you can sharpen. He's like, yeah, the only thing I've used is there's a sharpening axe. But the wheel itself, I've never seen one really good. There's only like 3 chips in it, but
Yeah.
otherwise it's really good condition. And again, you typically you might find the wheel, but you know, it's the whole setup.
It looks pretty old. To what? About
Yeah, it might have
100
been
years old or more, or
easily.
something?
But he works with stone and stuff, but you know, he's ground an axe on it. But again, some people like, you know, that older look of, you know,
Yeah.
primitive items, and
That could be even
for
in somebody's yard or
display
something. Yeah.
like that. But yeah.
And so it hasn't sold yet, right?
It hasn't
And how
sold
much
yet.
are you? Is that you're asking for that?
I
About
have this for like 150.
about 150. Yeah.
So again, a lot of the stuff that I'm doing in order to make room for new stuff,
Yeah.
I will typically, if I put it on Facebook, if it doesn't sell, I'll lower the price. But at some point, I just do a max sold auction. So
Yeah.
max sold is another, similar to Storage Treasures. Maxsold.com is a website where people do
Right.
estate sales. You can hire Max Sold to do it, and it's like $700, or you can do it yourself, and it's
Yeah.
a minimum of $300 that you have to pay. It's $300 or, you know, X%. I
Yeah.
think is what they take, because it's a website. Again, Max Sold, they take, you know, several pictures, they write a description. They, you know, with Max Sold, it's a pickups on a Saturday or Sunday, and you have a time slot. So if you win the items, you have anywhere from, you know, a 5-hour window. You know, now with COVID, you have to sign up for a 15-minute time, so only 2 people are going to be here, you know, at a given point in time, because of the way Max Sold works, and you know, it's 1 of 3 time slots. So the bigger items, they typically are at, you know, at the end when you pick them up. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just resell. And with Max Sold, the beauty of it is everything starts at $1. Doesn't matter whether it's a car or this, you know, and I'm looking for 150. I'm going to put it at $1, but I don't really care, because a lot of the times, you know, I've already made the money,
Yeah.
you know, that I invested in the thing.
Yeah.
And I know, because there's so many people on Max Sold, this is going to go to more, you know, more
Yeah.
than $1. So I'm not
So-
concerned with it.
You start at $1,
Everything starts
and
at
is
$1.
everything? Does it sell at a specific time? There's a closing for the auction at like 3 p.m. or whatever.
Typically, you can pick that, but typically it's always at night. So again, you want to have people home from work.
Yeah.
So usually anywhere from 6 to 8 o'clock that the auction will start to close,
Yeah.
and then it will be like 30 seconds for each, you know, item. So
Yeah.
you might have 100 items, but everything will start to close, and it gets really, you know, it's like, okay, I was bidding on this, and I'll bid on this, and then you're gonna like keep going, but you know, like you're.
So it's exciting towards the end,
And again,
especially.
similar to that soft close that we talked
Yes.
about, where it doesn't end after 30 seconds. If somebody bids on it, they'll extend time.
Oh, that happens with this too.
Right, because of, you know, some people, like, they might be buying on 5 things, and they don't want to like lose out on this one item when this time ended. Like,
Yeah.
okay, well, these 2 things are ending, so I'll bid on this, and I have more time now. So again, it's a soft close is what they call it, but that's what Macedo does.
And a no reserve auction, I assume.
No
So
reserve.
everything
Yeah,
will
it's-
sell.
So as long as someone bids $1,
$1,
sell.
everything will sell.
Yep.
And that's what you do when you want to
Yeah. And again, you look at
clean
these
out your
dolls.
warehouse and
We-
everything.
We got this doll. There was a store that was closing. The guy had bought these dolls. You know, the original collector, she lived in Lowell, spent over $8,000 on these $500.
Yeah.
And all of them are brand new.
Yeah.
You know, they're still in their original boxes.
Yes.
You know, you look at this. So, you know, I haven't even looked at this Dynasty doll collection.
Yeah, let's
you
see
know.
what this is. Oh, it's like a brand new.
Certificate of authenticity. You know, the doll name. She's a bride. Look at, she's still in her original. So she never took her out of her, you know, package.
And you have a lot of dolls like
yeah,
this,
I have
right? Mark?
all of them. You know, very, very similar on, you know, still in the original packaging.
Are these going to be on your Max
Yep, I'm
auction?
gonna have them. We've listed a couple differend brands.
And that
We
will
have them
be-
on Facebook or eBay. And
So if people
sold
want
a
to
few.
see your auction, Mark, to go to maxsold.com and then do the
Massachusetts.
Max Sold,
Again, if
Massachusetts.
you went to Maxsold, you can put in your zip code and say, okay, within 50 miles, you know, what are auctions going on in my
Oh,
area?
I see.
But yeah, so there's.
Could they put in your name too to find your
It's
specific?
only-
Oh,
yeah.
oh, but
it's
they put.
basically just gonna. It typically will say, you know, when it comes up. Again, I'm trying to shoot for the last 2 weeks in the month of June on when it's going to end in the pickup, because typically it will run for 7 days.
7
And
days.
then, you know, at the end of that 7 days, it's probably going to end on a Wednesday or a Thursday, and then the pickup will be either Saturday or Sunday. You know,
Nice.
depending on what I can. You know.
And then they could possibly pick it up here, Mark, or
Yeah,
other
it's
pla-
actually going to be here.
pick up
So
here
all
your
the stuff
storage
that-
unit in
all the
Lowell.
stuff at my auction, you know, it's going to be here. But typically, it's, you know, at a home. Maxsold. Maxsold is really for people downsizing. So they've sold their house and they want to get rid of certain things, or
Yeah.
people are moving, you know, or you know, even just to downsize on certain things. So, you know, it's a good site. And again, you can get some real bargains. You know, a friend of mine, you know, gets some stuff. There was a Maxsold in Chelmsford, and he's doing a pickup on Thursday. You know, and again, it's just it's a
That he ran the Max
no,
Sold.
he's a buyer. So he's
Oh.
a buyer of it.
So he bought some. And where's he
bought
going to
some
pick
stuff.
things up?
And it's right at the house. So they'll give you the street name.
Oh.
So it's and then if you win, they'll give you the exact address.
I see.
But they
Yeah.
kind of give you a general area.
Yeah.
You know, hey, it's on Turnpike Road. So
Yeah.
my auction might say, you know, Plain Street in, you know, Lowell
Lowell,
as
yeah.
the area. And then when you find out, okay, yeah, it's going to be at an auction. You know, it's got the storage unit. But again, it's you know, like I said, you can hire them to do it, or you can do it yourself if you have the time. But
Yeah.
again, it's a lot of work because you got to take pictures of everything. You got to write a description.
So
and again, you know, with furniture, you want to point out if there's scratches, because again, they can,
yeah.
you know, if they buy something and realize like, hey, you didn't disclose that the straps are broken or something, they can say, well, you know, I bid $100 based on, I didn't think this was any issues. Like, you know, for example, this neon sign.
Yes.
You know, if all of a sudden it's not working when they go to pick it up and say,
Yes.
hey, well, you know, I spent $100 on this thinking the neons, you know, you said it worked.
Yes.
You know, and again, so, but there's.
So they'll stand behind it if something doesn't work.
Because again, you don't get paid until like a week after.
A week
the
after, to
pickup
make
ends.
sure that
So
there's
people
a-
might, people
pleased
might
with
come
it.
back and say, hey, you know, I paid for this, however, or
Yeah.
you know what, we agreed. You know, there's a chip I didn't mention.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll agree to, you know, take $20 off, and
Yeah.
and then you have to write a letter or something. You just send them an email and say, hey, we agreed to, you know, take $20 off on this
Yeah.
and stuff. But yeah, but
Oh, my.
this is like all different things that, you know, so I
My-
pick it up on Facebook, or you know, I get one thing and you know, it turns into another. You know, these are all masterpiece. These dolls all run in like $100 and up, $100 all
Wow.
the way up to $300. This
Mark-
masterpiece gallery.
Mark, yeah. Could I mention that? Why don't we close out this segment and we'll look at more stuff in our next segment, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm here with Marc Macedo in a storage unit in Lowell. Thank you, Mark.